An Unstable Fable is pretty much a classic children's fairy tale with a twist.
Oh, it's a baby.
Where the original Three Pigs story was kind of a cautionary tale about being prepared for the worst, ours is really a story that affirms family.
Not by the hairs on our chins! Not by those hairs!
It's so important who does the voice for the characters because we were trying to match up the characters with performers who have almost a similar kind of personality.
Oh, snap, bro!
Steve Zahn plays sort of the hippy-dippy brother, and Jon Cryer, the more fastidious and fussy of the three.
I don't understand, Laura. What do you mean the Stickley furniture is back-ordered?
And Brad Garrett, the more, strict and stern of the three.
You two need to get out soon, very soon.
I think it's a different kind of job for them, and it's an opportunity for them to really explore something new. And, we give them just a couple pictures to work off of, and so they really help us to expand the character.
Bro, we already decided to call him Lucky.
We worked really hard to figure out who are performers that kids know as well.
You lost?
Yeah, lost in this city, in this lonely universe. Lost deep down in my soul.
And Jesse McCartney has a great voice. So we were so excited to have him be in the movie.
Oh yes, he's definitely a wolf.
Lucky he is a wolf, and he starts out actually as a little guy, which is actually played by my actual little brother, Timmy McCartney.
Okay, I think we're ready.
It's the classic fairy tale with a little bit of a twist. Lucky is born and he gets raised as a pig, and throughout the film is just trying to, he's searching for his identity, who he is, and what he is, and there's always something strange, and he knows it.
My, what big, sharp teeth you have.
He's a teenager, he's rebellious, he does not want to tolerate authority, and that's when he starts to realize, wait a second, I'm a wolf.
He brought kind of a new modern take on youth to the part of Lucky, and he had a really great time because he also is such a good singer, doing his soulful howls at the moon.
I'm a wolf! Cool.
You ain't no wolf, you ain't, because if you want to be a wolf, you better have claws.
I think one of our more unique ideas was to, instead of letting the big bad wolf just be a big bad wolf all by himself, was to give an entire wolf pack. So there was a representation of who the wolves are.
Welcome, kid, we've got your back. You might even say that we're your pack.
All the lines in the first verse are bomb, 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 bomb.
Claws, 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 claws.
Getting the group of guys together in the room singing the wolf song was just hilarious because a lot of them weren't trained singers and they weren't necessarily expecting that they were going to have to come in and sing because we kind of wanted this real tough guy quality to them, and so that was really fun too.
Any wolves here?
Wolves?
The story has always been about three brothers, and we started to think, well, what extreme personalities have always been defined in that storyline where it seems like these guys don't even seem like they're from the same family.
Who is it that wants into my very solid and secure brick house?
It's Richard and Sandy, your brothers! Richard is very much like the character I play on 2.5 Men, very uptight, sort of priggish guy who's trying to build his dream stick house, and these wolves just keep blowing it down.
Every detail is a fresh trauma. Go to my comm space. Go to my comm space.
It's always a fun character to play somebody who's just flustered by everything in life and who's just constantly nervous and very dramatic about everything.
What'll we do?
He sort of makes himself the mommy pig, mostly because he worries the most, I think.
What's become of our little baby boy?
I found that as a dad, I did the same thing. You all of a sudden every sharp edge in the house is deadly, and it's fun to play with something you can sympathize with.
And then for our third pig, who is a surfer, who's a bit of a surfer dude kind of character, we have Steve Zahn.
Oh, that's perfect, bro.
And I've been a fan of Steve's work in all the movies that he's been in, and he did an extraordinary job. He really was that character.
It's no big deal, bro. You just feed him a little pizza and he sleeps in his little basket.
Basically, he's a pretty low-key, kind of cool dude who's easily sidetracked, which tends to be a common thread in a lot of characters I play.
Anyone see my nachos? I left them here last night.
There's a possibility, slight, that thread could pulse through my own veins. There could be a little bit of me in Sandy.
Whoa, dude.
He's funny. Sandy's funny. He's laid back and funny.
There's no real hurry. I can chill for a while. I got a total setup over at Mason's crib.
But he's a hip dad, definitely.
Here you go, little buddy. Yeah, good stuff, huh, bro? It's called candy.
What's challenging about it is you don't have the other people around you to hear and respond to and listen to. So what you do as a character is really instinctual.
You're doing these big gestures and you're screaming at the top of your lungs in a way that you're just not accustomed to screaming. It's a workout, and it takes a lot out of you. You really, in order to really get it, from your gut, you have to really punch it, and it's a great fun release. Awesome! Woo!
You really want to find someone who's gonna not just complement the character, but bring something more to the character than you even expected, so that when you're in there directing them and telling them how the scene is working, they're actually bringing in something completely new.
It's all about the voice, so you're concentrating solely on what your voice sounds like.
What's shaking, bacon? What's shaking, bacon? What's shaking, bacon?
It's the short ones that are the hardest. You can get the monologues done quickly, it seems, at least for me. And then you'll say something like hello about 30 times, until you get it right.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's very hard work, and it's very inspiring work. I've always enjoyed it.
I was sweating yesterday like nobody's business at the end of this thing. I was glad nobody was in the room with me.
What's cool is that while you're recording, they put you on tape so that when the animator goes to animate Lucky later, he can actually use actual mannerisms of my own, for the character.
You got to be in your game, and you've got to be spontaneous and come up with stuff and be imaginative, and it's quick and fast, and you working with people that are really funny people, and so it can be a really good time.
Oh, snap!
And the final product is obviously a payoff. Being in a cartoon is to me, aside from having kids and them enjoying it, it's a thrill, something that is timeless.
Woo! Oh, big bad boy!
Proud and
High
elated.
hope, everyone!
We did it.
Come on!
Telling these stories in a new way definitely helps keep them alive. And because they are such great stories and they're such great classic stories, by giving them a new life and a new breath, just keeps these characters alive.
Look, you get the Three Little Pigs, which is a very simple story, which is 2 pieces of white bread with some ham in it, okay? Or turkey. I don't want to offend any pigs.
Yeah, right, whatever.
But that's it, okay? It's a good story, but we added onions and mayo and some pickles and marshmallows. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. And you put that in the sandwich, just makes it for a better sandwich. It's more interesting.
All you can eat, open all night.